All right, guys, let's try this YouTube. Let's try this YouTube live. Probably won't have anybody show up, but oh well, it happened. So Facebook isn't cooperating today, as most of y'all know. So we're going to try to do this on YouTube. So started. If anybody shows, if anybody shows, somebody shows, whatever. Okay, so this is going to be our sign. It's a triple jack-o'-lantern, guys. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I got this sign from Personalize It by Pam. She's on Etsy. Okay, so if anybody's interested, you can get it there. All right. So I've been wanting to do this project, but I'm waiting for this ribbon. Look at this ribbon. Isn't that cute? That's awesome ribbon. Okay, so this is one of our ribbon tails. Hey, Connie. Hey, Bev. Okay, so this is our second one. It's a black and orange with black polka dots. Okay, and then our last ribbon tail is going to be just a plain black with big white polka dots. Okay, but guys, isn't this cute? I love this ribbon. I've been waiting for this ribbon to come in. Okay. So we got the sign, we got the ribbon tails. All of these are 2.5 inches, and they're all cut at 12 inches. Okay. So guys, somebody asked me yesterday last night, excuse me, on my live, how do I figure out which bow I'm going to make? I didn't really, I just said the first thing that popped into my head, whatever I feel like making, but that's not necessarily true. So you see how this sign is elongated. So I'm going to put the sign on one side of the wreath, and then on the opposite side, I'm going to make, excuse me, guys, I'm going to make a bow with long flowy tails. So I could probably put maybe 3 terry bows, that don't have long tails. But, why make 3 bows when you can just make one? So we're going to make the bow that has no name with the long flowy tails coming down the other side. Okay. So I guess there is a rhyme and a reason for why I make the bows that I do for the wreaths that I do. But last night, I never really thought about it. Okay. So guys, there are still three people who have not responded to my email that I sent out yesterday morning. Okay. Do this, maybe I should. I'm going to announce the last 3 emails. Okay. So I'm going to announce the emails, but if you do not send me an email back from that email address, it's not going to count. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. So Bev, I'm fine unless I start talking. I don't know why. If I'm not talking, I don't know how to cough it off. Okay, so guys, these are the last 3 email addresses that need to respond to me by 8 p.m. tonight. I already have an alarm set on my phone. So if they do not respond to me by 8 p.m. tonight, I'm going to go back in the King Sumo and I'm going to redraw 3 more names or 3 more email addresses. Okay, so the first email address is Beth Ann Rush at hotmail.com. So I'm guessing her name is Beth Ann or Bethany, one of the two. I'm not sure. Okay, so the second email address is Lady WNLZ at Hotmail. Okay, so that's the second email. The last email is flowerchild1933 at yahoo.com. Okay, so, I'm sorry, Lady WNLZ is at Hotmail. Did I say Hotmail? I didn't know if I said Hotmail or Gmail, but so those are the 3 that have to get back to me. They have to send me an email from those email addresses. If they don't send me an email from that email address, then it doesn't count. You can't just message me and tell me that's my email. No, that's not going to work. No, this old lady's been around the block a few times. Okay, so we're not going to try to pull the wool over my head. Okay, So now that I got that out of the way, we got the sign, we got the ribbon tails. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pan down. We're gonna make this wreath, okay? All right. So I have an orange 15-inch work booth frame. I got it at Craft Outlet. We are gonna do the what is it called? The woodland ruffle. Hello. It's been one of those days, guys. It has been definitely one of those days. Okay, so we're going to do the woodland ruffle. We have some orange metallic 10-inch mesh that I also bought at Craft Outlet. And I cut it I cut it at 34 inches. Okay, so we're just going to roll it up 5 times on each side, and then we're going to ruffle it up the middle. Okay, so I cut 18 pieces for all 18 ties. We're just going to take our ruffle, we're going to put it down in each tie. Okay, and then we're just going to fan it out a little bit, get it going. So yeah, Facebook was acting a fool today. Hey, Victoria from Mississippi. How y'all doing? Okay, so guys, those of y'all who are not familiar with YouTube, it just keeps scrolling. So if I don't say hey to everybody, please don't get offended. Because when I do my Facebook lives, my scrolling stops. And I have to manually go in and scroll. But with YouTube, it just keeps on scrolling. Yeah, Carrie, you found me. Great. Guys, I'm so glad y'all found me. I didn't want to be talking to myself today. I was like, man, nobody's going to show up. I'm just going to be sitting there talking to myself. But yeah, y'all found me. Yay. So we're having a 4th of July get together today, this afternoon at my house. And it's been raining all day, guys. It's been raining all day today. But I think the rain is over. So the good thing is that we're not going to catch anything on fire with the $2,500 worth of fireworks that my husband and his friends bought. So it rained enough to where nothing's going to catch on fire because we have brush on either side of our property. So yeah, I guess it's a good thing that it did rain. Now, I don't know if it's going to keep raining. It looks overcast right now, but I'm not sure if it's going to rain anymore or not. Hopefully it stops. Because we have a lot of food. We have a lot of people coming over. And so I don't want to have to postpone it. Hey, hey, Diane. Oh, you got an alert? Beth, that's pretty awesome. Hey, Jamie from Indiana. Francine, my mesh is 10-inch metallic. It's just one step up from basic, but it ruffles a lot better than a basic one does because it has that metallic in it. You know, basic is pretty hard to ruffle. It wants to start going from side to side to side. But if it has, you know, a little bit of metallic in it, and the wide foil metallic is even better. So this mesh, like I said, is just one step up from basic. So it's not that expensive. It's probably like maybe $4 a roll. It's not very expensive at all. And I got it on Craft Outlet. So I cut these at 34 inches. So of course you're going to have to use more than one roll. You can do a woodland at 30, but you're still going to have more than one roll, even 30 inches. So at 34 inches, I think I have maybe, I don't know, 2 yards left on one roll after cutting it at 34. I just like to cut it at 34 because I like my curls to be a lot bigger. That's why I like to curl them 5 times, because I like to have a very pronounced curl on my woodland. But you can do it at 30. I've seen a lot of people do it at 30. That's great, Bev, that you got an alert. I didn't know. Hey, Jamie from Indiana. That's awesome. Oh, let me tell you, Carrie. I woke up this morning at 4:30 with my husband. So I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off this whole morning. So I got up at 4:30 because I hadn't cleaned the house yet. So I got up and I cleaned the house. Then I had an appointment 30 minutes away to have an oil change done on my vehicle. And let me tell you about that, guys. So I show up 30 minutes early to my appointment. My car sits for 2 hours, doesn't even move. OMG. Let me tell you, I let the service manager have it. And then I said a few choice words on my way out the door. I was hot. Because, if you don't show up on time, they bump you. But Lord, they'll keep you waiting there the whole time. Boy, I was mad. So I drove all the way over there this morning, sat there for 2 hours, and didn't get nothing done. When I could have been over here at the house getting everything prepped. But my husband's doing the cooking, so I'm not even worried about that. He's going to make fajitas, and, everybody else is going to bring sides and stuff. So I don't really have to do a whole lot. But this morning I was pretty upset, sitting over there for 2 hours, twiddling my thumbs, and my car didn't even move. Whew. I was HOTTT. I was hot. So my husband's going to take it back on Saturday when he's off. He said, just call and book an appointment, and which I haven't done. And I'll take it back on Saturday. I said, okay, you can take it over there and you can sit for 2 hours, see what happens. He works Monday through Friday. So, I try to get stuff like that done so he doesn't have to do it, So I was pretty mad this morning. But everything's ready to go. The house is clean, and my husband, he'll probably be home in about an hour so he can start cooking, because I don't think people are supposed to show up until like 5 o'clock. Oh, crap. I forgot to throw the other side. So I don't think people are supposed to show up until like 5 or 6 o'clock this evening anyway. So there's still plenty of time. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, guys. You know what? You know what, Terry? They do look like Cheetos. Oh, that's good. That's good, Beth. You're more technology savvy than I am. I did not know that. What, I get alerts on my phone all the time from people who are on YouTube, but I wasn't sure how that actually worked. I guess if you just like a page, you automatically get alerted when they go live. That's better than Facebook. Shoot, I might just stay on YouTube. Because I still haven't got my messenger bot going. So guys, any of y'all that are on here, I do not have a messenger bot. Okay. So if you're going on my Facebook lives and you're typing alert, it doesn't do any good because I don't have my messenger bot set up. We discussed that last night on my Facebook live. I'm scared of the mini chat bot. All right. So this is our last tie for the bottom. Then we're going to jump up to the top, and we're going to get those going. So let me show you guys who hopped on after we started this adorable sign that I got from Personalize It by Pam. Let me open these ties and I'll show you guys a sign. So look at this sign, guys. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. I love that. Such a cute sign. Okay, so that's our sign. I just want to show you guys that. Okay, so let's do these last 8 pieces. And how do you guys tell how many people are watching? Do y'all know how to tell? Because I don't. You know, because when you're doing a Facebook Live, it'll show how many people are on here, but it doesn't really matter as long as you are here. I don't care. I just I've only done one other YouTube Live, so I'm not very familiar with it. Maybe I should start hopping on YouTube more often. I haven't figured out how to stream through OBS yet with the YouTube, so I'm not sure how good the picture is because I'm just using my regular internet right now. So the picture might not even be any good. I don't know. So I looked on the weather for tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, so that's awesome because I have a craft show tomorrow and I don't want it to rain. I need to get out there and sell them wreaths, guys. I need to get out there and do that hustle. Because I have not, the only other place that, besides my craft shows that I sell my wreaths is Amazon Handmade. And I think I have about 20 wreaths on there right now listed on Amazon Handmade. And I haven't got a hit off of that yet. But it's only been like 6 weeks. So I don't, my stuff is probably like way at the bottom on the last page. So nobody goes that far. Nobody goes that deep into searching. Most people don't anyway. I know I don't. So I'm trying really hard to get my website finished off. That way I can just have everything listed on my website. And I thought it was going to be easy to do, but it's not. It's not easy at all. I mean, I could probably go live with it right now, but it would just really look very unprofessional. And yeah, it would be a very sad website. Where do you see that at, Carrie? How many people? I don't even know where that's at. I don't know. I'm not even worried about it, guys. As long as you are here, that's all that matters. I don't care how many people are watching. I'm gonna make this wreath if there's only one person watching, no people watching, or Damon's usually has about 1,500 people watching. That just amazes me. I don't know if I would be able to function with that many people commenting at one time. It certainly couldn't keep up with it. That's for sure. All right, we got 4 more pieces and we will be done with the mesh part. But Damon doesn't do YouTube very often. He does mostly Facebook. But even, I mean, sometimes on his Facebook Lives, good Lord, it's got 15, 16, 2,000 people watching. I'm like, golly. That's just insanity. That's insanity right there. So how is the picture, guys? Is the picture okay? Since I'm not streaming through OBS, I'm not sure how. Yeah, I like the way it shines too, Diane. That's what the metallic does. It makes it very shiny. It's even better when you put it in the sun or you put it out in the direct daylight. I have my windows open or my blinds. I have my blinds open And of course I have two lights in here too. So it looks real shiny with those lights. The metallic mesh that you buy at Hobby Lobby, the foil isn't as wide, so it's not as pronounced as it is with this stuff. The foil is a lot thinner. And this isn't even the wide foil. This is just, you know, the regular foil. All right, we got 2 more pieces. We'll be done with this part. I wanted to get this live in today because, you know, like tomorrow I have my show, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I have to work during the day. So I don't know what it is when I work days, but I'm a lot more tired when I come home from work after being there during the day than at night. I don't know why, but I probably won't be able to get another live in till Sunday night. So I wanted to get this one in today. Okay, this is our last piece, but of course, you know, Facebook didn't want to cooperate today. It was acting a fool. I think Facebook is getting too big for its bridges. That's why it's having so many problems. That's good. I'm glad it's clear. How much does it cost to post on Amazon? Actually, Carrie, right now it's free until January 1st. You can set up your account. You have to go through the steps and get it approved through Amazon. You have to get set up a seller's account. But it's free to list your stuff until January the 1st. Then there'll be a monthly fee, just like there is on Etsy. But it's free to list right now, but Amazon still takes their cut out of whatever you sell. So, but I haven't sold anything yet, so they're not taking any money from me right now. I wish they were, but yeah, they're not. Okay, so that is our woodland ruffle. Isn't that pretty, guys? Oh, that is so pretty. It's very orangey, very Halloweeny. Okay, so we're going to put our ribbon tails on next. So this is our sign. Okay, so this is our first ribbon tail. Isn't that cute, guys? Oh, I love that. It's got like little squigglies. It's orange and purple. It's really cute. Okay, so that's our first one. This is our second one. It's just, you know, an orange with black polka dots. And then our third one is going to be just a black with real giant polka dots. Okay, white polka dots. So we're going to put one of these in each tail, each tie on the bottom. We're going to do that first, like I always do. And then we are going to put our sign on. We're going to make a bow. And then with our extra ribbon tails, we'll fill in, you know, wherever we need to fill in. So let me. Oh yeah, Carrie, the picture on YouTube is a lot better than Facebook. Everybody says that. The soundtrack is off a bit. Maybe so. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We are going to alternate which one goes on top. That way we can get a good view of each ribbon all the way around the wreath. Okay, so we're just going to bend it over. These are all cut at 12 inches, guys. We're just going to bend it over. We're going to place it down into that tie. Okay. So I normally buy my my work wreath forms from Sims because they're cheaper, but they didn't have the orange. So this one actually came from Craft Outlet. They didn't have the orange at Sims when I ordered all my wreath forms last time. So I had to order these from Craft Outlet. So I think I ordered like 3 or 4 of these orange ones just for Halloween. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around and we're going to put a different one on top every time. I'm not sure what's going on with Facebook today. But I was talking to a friend of mine on Messenger earlier, maybe about an hour ago, and she said that she's able to start seeing all the pictures again. But I'm still having a hard time pulling up pictures, even on my computer here at home. So I don't know what's going on. I can see stuff from yesterday, from last night, just not stuff that people posted this morning or today. So guys, should I post those email addresses on my Facebook page? Do you think that would be fair to post those email addresses, or should I just wait for them to respond? I'm just thinking that maybe they're older women and maybe they just don't check their email. I mean, because most people, 50 and younger, they're usually checking their email constantly. But I'm thinking maybe they're just older people and they don't, check their email regularly. I don't know. You think I should just wait? Connie. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Terry. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I didn't think about the privacy issue. Yeah, I shouldn't be posting those email addresses all over Facebook. Yeah, I'll just wait and see if they respond. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. And the same thing happened. I want to say it was the last drawing that I had. The first person that I picked, she never responded either. And then, so I had to redraw. So I'm not sure. And guys, I double and I triple check the email addresses before I hit that send button. Because I want to make sure that they're going to the right people. So I know I sent them to the right addresses. But, oh well, I have my alarm set for 8 o'clock. If they respond, they respond. If they don't, I'll go back into the app and have them repick new names. I mean, that's only fair. I mean, 36 hours is plenty of time to check your email, I think. I mean, unless you're, somebody who gets 50,000 emails a day. Now, I don't know anybody like that, but I could see how they would get lost in that. But I seriously doubt anybody who watches me gets that many emails a day. Because, yeah. We're all just plain Jane folks here. Ain't nothing fancy here. Ain't nothing fancy here. We're all just plain Jane, down home, country people. At least I am. Can't believe I'm saying I'm country, but guys, I've been out here for 5 years now, so I'm officially country now. Never thought I would say that, but I am country. I'm not as country as some people, but I'm a little country. We'll put it that way. I'm a little country. All right. Let's see. I think we have we have 3 more sets. Where are we at? Okay, big one. Hey, Wendy, you found me. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, guys. Oh, Terry, you're over 60 and you check constantly? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm just, guys, the reason that I say that is because my mom she's 72, and, she fought me tooth and nail when she had to get an email address. She's like, why do I need that? I don't need that. If somebody needs to get a hold of me, they can mail me a letter or call me on the phone. I'm like, Mom, you have to have an email because they're not going to give out check stubs anymore. So they're going to email you your check stub. I don't need that. I don't need that crap. So that's why I said what I said, guys. I didn't mean to offend anybody. And I can guarantee each and every one of you that since she retired 3 years ago, she has not looked at that email one time. I would bet everything I have in my 401k right now that she has not looked at that email. So, and every time I go to her house, she's like, hey, can you help me look at something online? So she pulls out her computer, and it has to restart, and it hasn't, done anything in forever. So it takes forever for it to restart and update. And I was like, Mom, when was the last time you pulled this thing out? I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. I'm like, oh Lord. All right, last one, guys. We're going to go ahead and put our sign on, push this wreath to the side, and we're going to make us a real pretty bow to put on the other side. All right. I love this purple ribbon. It's so pretty. Okay, guys. So that is, those are our tails on the outside. So let's go ahead and put our, jack-o'-lantern on, our triple jack-o'-lantern. So guys, the signs that come from Pam, if they're not square, she doesn't punch the holes in them because she doesn't know where you want to put your holes, okay? So I put 2 of them down here on the bottom. I took my beadsmith and I punched me some holes down here. And then I got one right up here on the top on the stem, okay? That way we have 3 places to tie this down. So I'm just going to take these curls and I'm going to move them aside, and we can always go back and move them back into place. But I'm just going to move them aside, and we're going to get this thing tied down, okay? And then we can go back and position our curls to cover up the hole that I just made, okay? That might be a little bit on the loose side. Let me get it a little bit tight. Well, maybe not. I don't want to get it too tight. Let's try that. Okay, so that's the bottom. Let me find the in-between curls right here. I mean, that's the top. Sorry, that was the top. All right. So don't worry about moving your mesh around, guys. That's the good thing about doing this woodland. You can always just go back and take those curls and just move them back into place when you're done. All right, so let's put this one right here. This sign does not want to go where I want it to go. Let me move this wire to an outside ring. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, that's better. Let me get this tie. All right. All right. So there is our sign. And if you need to, you can just take these curls and pull them up a little bit. If your sign is like leaning to one side, you can take your curls and move them to where they're underneath the sign, so it's not like leaning over, because mine was trying to lean. All right, that is our sign. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. All right, so let's put this out of the way. We're going to take these extra ribbon tails and move them out of the way. Let me get out my easy bow maker, and we're going to make us a real pretty bow. Okay, so we're going to have long tails. I want them to be just about as long as that sign. So let me see how long that is. So that is 13 inches. So we'll make them 14 inches. We'll make our tails 14. I don't get their names. The only thing that I get is an email address. I don't get any kind of name at all. Yeah, I know, guys. Yeah. I'm just gonna wait and see if they, if they respond. We'll see what happens. Hey, Mary, you found me, Mary Ann. Okay, 14 inches. We're going to do 14-inch tails, okay? To pinch it, give it that half twist. We're going to start off with 6-inch. 6-inch loops. Yeah, we'll just do 6. All right, so we're going to pinch it again, give it another half twist. This is only 2 loops per ribbon, okay? So we'll do 6 inches on the other side. We'll pinch it. This is our second loop, so we don't have to do any twisting. Just place it straight down in there, and then take your tail that you already have on there and use it to measure the other one. Okay, so let's dovetail these. I'm trying to get in the habit of dovetailing as I go along. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. All right. Okay, so our second one is going to be the orange and black polka dot. Okay. You just measure out your tail with the one that's on there. They don't have to be perfect, so give it that half twist. We're going to go down half an inch every time that we add a ribbon. Okay, so we're going to go down to 5.5. We're going to pinch it. We're going to give it that half twist, and this ribbon is going wonky on me. All right, we're going to give it that half twist. All right, we're going to do 5.5 on the other side. No twisting. Second loop, no twisting. Just place it straight down in there. Double check. Make sure you got it at 5.5. All right. We'll cut off this tail. All right. So that's ribbon number 2. So we're going to do 8 different ribbons, guys. We're going to do 4 of the 2.5 inch, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put 4 of the 1.5 inch. All right. So measure out your tail, pinch it, give it that half twist. All right, let's go down to 5 inches now. We'll pinch it, give it that half twist. Do 5 on this side. We'll pinch it. Just place it straight down in there. All right, ribbon number 3, done. I'm so glad you guys showed up. I love having company when I do this. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to get my message when I posted it. I was going to do this regardless, but I'm glad y'all showed up. Okay, so our next ribbon, we're going to throw some green in there, guys. We're going to throw a splash of green in here, okay? We're going to give it a little bit more color. So we're going to use this lime green and black, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and dovetail it. All right. So we'll measure out our tail. We're going to pinch it, give it that half twist. All right, we're going to go down to 4.5 inches now. So just move your loops out of the way. Find your 4.5. Pinch it. Give it that half twist. All right, let's do 4.5 on the other side. Pinch it. All right. All right, so that lime green is really, really going to pop against all these other colors. So we have another lime green that we're going to add at the very, very top of the bow. That'll make it stand out real good. Okay, so we're gonna go back to black. We're gonna do a black and white stripe. So our next 4 ribbons are gonna be all 1.5. Okay, so measure out your tail, pinch it, give it that half twist. We are going down to 4 inches now. We'll pull some ribbon out. All right. So find your 4 inches. We got it in there. We're going to give it that half twist. This is about the time you guys know I start trying to keep my hands on top of the bow as I'm making it, because everything wants to start coming up. All right, so that's 4 inches. I love my Easy Bow Maker. I just wish that those pegs would stay together instead of, well, you know, it happens. There's nothing, I'm sure any bow maker is going to do that. Once you start putting enough ribbon in there, those pegs are naturally going to want to separate. All right, so that is our first 1.5. Now we're going to come back and we're going to use this, my scissors were camouflaged. We're going to use this orange watercolor. Okay. So let's go ahead and dovetail. We're going to measure out our tail. We're going to pinch it. Give it that half twist. I'm not sure what your first name is, but C Marshall 64. Hey. Okay, so we're going to go down. Excuse me, guys. We're going down to 3.5 now, okay? So I'm going to give it the half twist while it's already in there. That way I can keep my hands on the ribbon. So we'll measure out 3.5 on the other side and then bring it on down. Okay. All right, so that is our second 1.5. Now we're going to use this jack-o'-lantern. I've been dying to use this. we gotta throw some jack-o'-lanterns in there because our sign is jack-o'-lantern. Okay. So let's go ahead and dovetail this. All right. So guys, you see that I have, I don't know, every ribbon is a different pattern. So do not be afraid to mix up your patterns. I think it looks a lot better when you put a bunch of different patterns on there. To me, I think it does. So we're going down to 3 inches now. So don't be afraid to mix your patterns, guys. You know, You don't have to have all polka dots. You don't have to have all stripes. That's a little boring, I think. So don't be afraid to just throw something on there. See what it looks like. You never know. You might like it. All right. So that is our third 1.5. Now we're going to do this last one, and it's another lime green. And this right here is going to make this bow just boom. It's going to boom, guys. All right. So let's dovetail this. Measure out our tail. We're going to pinch it. Give it that half twist. So this is going to be a little bitty loop, 2.5 inches. It's going to be a little one. It's going to be a tiny one. Give it that half twist. And then 2.5 on the other side. All righty. That's it. That is our bow. We're done. This ribbon is trying to fold. Let me see if I can get it unfolded without totally messing up my bow. Okay, we got it unfolded. All right, let me dovetail this one before I forget, because I probably will if I don't do it right now. All right, so that is all of our ribbons, all of our loops, all of our tails, all of our everything. We are done. So let me get a pipe cleaner. Get this thing off of the bow maker. So just pick up, sorry guys, pick up your loops on one side. Get your tails moved out of the way. We're going to come up right next to those pegs like we always do. All right. I think I used like a really too big of a zip tie, but oh well, we already got it on. Okay, so now we can take it off. Okay. Woo, this is a gigantic zip tie. Got a little carried away with the zip tie. All right, so we're just going to move it over to the middle, bring it around to the back. Okay. Tighten it a little bit more. That way your stacks don't start moving all over the place. All right. So we're going to get us a piece of wire. 26 gauge is what I use. We're going to tie this on to the back. That way we have something to... Guys, if you want to use another zip tie, if you want to use pipe cleaners to, attach this to your wreath, it's fine. Whatever you want to use. I don't know if a zip tie would work very well on a deco mesh. I know it would work really good on a grapevine. I was trying to figure out what I was trying to say. Okay. All right. So we have our wire on there. So now we're going to take all of our tails. We're going to take them all down to the bottom because that's where they're going to stay. Okay. They're all going to stay at the bottom. So we're going to need something to cover up this right here. And I think I'm going to use the jack-o'-lantern. I'm not going to use that green. I'm going to use something different. All right. So cut off 9 or 10 inches. I would not recommend going any shorter than 9 because it's probably not going to be long enough to get it around and get you a good knot. So just triple fold it over to where it's a little bit skinnier. We're going to wrap it around that zip tie. That way nobody sees that zip tie. Okay, so just bring it around to the back and tie you a real good knot back here. All right. And I'm going to cut off the zip tie in a minute after we move some stuff around first. Okay, so let's move some stuff around. We're going to take our loops and we're going to crisscross them. That way we can see all of our pretty ribbon throughout the entire bow. Okay. All right. So we got these two. We got the black polka dot and the black with the white dot. We got one at the top, one at the bottom. So just take the other two and just position them in between those two. Okay. So we'll do the same thing over here on this side. We'll take that black and white polka dot I mean the black, the orange with black, put it at the top. We got a black and white at the bottom. And then we'll just take these other two and put them in between. All right. We're going to do the same thing with our 1.5 inch. We're going to take the orange striped and the black and white stripe and crisscross them. And then we'll take the other two and put them in between. That way we get a good look at all of our pretty ribbon. We want to be able to see all of our ribbon. Okay. So you see how you can see everything? You can see all of your loops. You know, you can see every piece of ribbon that we have on here, you can see it. So when you position your loops around this way, you're able to see everything. So when we get to the part where we need to fluff it up, you'll be able to see everything. Okay. All right. So now we got everything where we need it. Let's flip this bad boy over. We're going to lock it into place. All right. Okay, so I'm going to leave my handle on because you guys know I like to hold on to my handle. Thank you, Wendy. I'm watching while I'm working. Oh, it's a good thing you work from home. Oh, it's Charlotte. Okay, well, hey, Charlotte. Hey, Maggie. Long time no see. Hey, Monica. Yeah, I think it's down everywhere. Guys, I'm in Texas, and it's been down since early this morning. I haven't been able to see anybody's pictures all day. I can see their words that they post. I just can't see pictures. So if somebody just makes a post, you know, saying something, it's fine. But if I'm trying to look at pictures that they posted, nothing's coming up. Okay, so just, you know, go through and open up all of your loops. Stick your hands in there and get them opened up. Make sure you don't miss any. We want to be able to see everything. Okay. All right. So those are all of our loops. We got it all nice and fluffy. It's so fluffy. Okay. So let's go ahead and work on our tails. So just take your hands and curl your ribbons like this. That way they're just not sitting there all limp and flat. Just gives your bow just a little bit more character when you have them curled this way. All right. So just find all of your pieces of ribbon and just curl them. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. So this is probably one of the easier bows that I make because you're only doing 2 loops per ribbon. Okay, so 1 loop on each side, and then all of your tails go down. So you really don't have, it's a no-brainer when it comes to your tails. Isn't that pretty, guys? That's so pretty. You see how I see everything? You can just see everything. And that's what makes this bow so awesome, is that you can see everything. So every time you add a ribbon, go down 1/2 inch on your loops. All your tails go to the bottom. So you don't have to worry about positioning your tails or anything like that. And your tails are pretty much the same length. You can make them a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, you know, whatever you want to do for that. They don't have to be all exactly the same length. But, you know, this is a fairly easy bow, okay? The hardest part about this bow is positioning your loops when you're done. When you're done putting everything on, okay? That's the most difficult part. But other than that, it's really not that difficult to make, okay? So once you get all of your ribbon on here, just start moving stuff around. Just move it around and see where you like it the best. Find the spot where you can see everything, okay? All right, so we're going to cut off my handle back here, and we're going to go ahead and put this on the wreath. All right. That's a really, really big zip tie. Hey, Monica. All right. So we're going to put this right here at the same height as our sign, okay? We don't want it covering our sign, so we don't want it so close that it's like this, all right? We want it over here on its own side, by, its own self. And then, we're going to have some holes right here. We're going to have a couple of holes over here on the bottom. We might add ribbon tails over here, but we're going to go ahead and put this bow on and get that part done, okay? So just move your curls aside for now and get this thing tied down to the frame. And then we'll go back and we'll move our curls back into place. All right. I'm looking at my TV, guys. I cannot believe how clear this picture is. That's incredible. That is incredible. All right. Okay, so we got this on. So I have a couple of sets of ribbon tails left. So I think I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put one down here at the bottom. And then I think I'm going to cut two more and have them coming out the side of the pumpkin over here. So let me go ahead and put these two sets on. And then we'll cut those last two sets. And we'll be done. And we are right at an hour. So I did good. I try to keep my lives right around an hour, because I know everybody has things to do. They don't want to be sitting on lives all day long. So I try to keep my lives at an hour, right around an hour. So we don't want our ribbons interfering with our sign. So just take them and position them to where they're not covering our sign. Okay, so let's do this other set at the bottom. And then I'll have to cut two more sets so we can finish this off. All right, let me find the ones that we used for our ribbon tails. So somebody was messaging me today. They were asking me what I use to cut my ribbon tails. So I have a set of these. They're perfect tails. You can get them from the Soul Sisters. I'm not sure what their link is. I'll have to look. I don't know if it's soulsistercommunity.com or if it's soulsisters.com. I'm not too sure about that, but I told her I would look and see if I could find the link to their website to buy them. They're not very expensive. I think they were like $16, and you get a 12-inch, a 13-inch, and a 14-inch. And they also have smaller ones. They have 8, 9, and 10, I believe. 8, 9, and 10-inch. But I'm not too sure why you would need a set that small. But they do sell them smaller. I guess if I don't know. I'm not sure why you would need a smaller set, but I know they do have a smaller set. So if anybody's wanting to cut your ribbon tails faster, because this certainly does make it a lot faster, a whole lot faster than just trying to cut one at a time. I can't even imagine how long it would take me to cut them individually like that. I'd probably just stop. I'd just probably stop and quit. All right, let's get these last two sets on. And I want to have them just coming out the side of the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm going to take them. I got 2 ties right here on the side. Let me find the other tie. So I'm going to take them and I'm going to position them to where they're just going to be coming straight out the side of those jack-o'-lanterns. Okay. So I'm just going to have them coming out like that. All right. That way it doesn't look so empty right there. I'm going to do both of them, both sets that way. There's another tie right here. So let's go ahead and do that one. And then we'll be done. We'll be done. And we are at 1 hour and 1 minute. So woo! And my husband should be driving up any minute now. But I'm ready. I'm ready for him. He can't say that I didn't do my part for this little party. And that's it, guys. We got us a real pretty jack-o'-lantern wreath. So let me pick up the camera and I'll hold it up so you guys can see it from the front. Let me position these tails a little bit better. All right, let me pick the camera up. Hey. Okay. There we go, guys. Isn't that cute? That is adorable. I love that sign. I do. I really like it. And I like YouTube. Guys, I might start making this a regular thing. I don't know. Facebook wants to be acting all crazy and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing more lives on YouTube. But that's it. That is our pretty jack-o'-lantern wreath. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys showed. I really am. I'm glad. I'm glad I wasn't here talking to myself this whole time. All right. So that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. And happy 4th of July, everybody. And like I said, guys, if I do not hear from those last 3 people, come back to my page at 8 o'clock. I'll let you guys know that I had to redraw. Okay. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next live. Bye, everybody.